Now for the timelines of Godzilla. Films only. So we start with the first movie, Gojira, in 1954. Then a sequel to Gojira was made in 1955 called Godzilla Resurgence. Next was 1962's Godzilla vs. King Kong. Then Godzilla vs. Mothra in 1964. Afterwards, Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster the same year, leading to Invasion of Astro Monster in 1965. Following that is Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster the next year. Son of Godzilla came out next in 1967. We'll get to Destroy All Monsters later, but for now, it's Godzilla's Revenge from 1969. 1971 came Godzilla vs. Hedorah, leading to Godzilla vs. Gigan in 1972. Afterwards came Godzilla vs. Megalon in 1973. Following Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla from 1974 is Terror of Mechagodzilla in 1975. And to end this is Destroy All Monsters, made in 68, but takes place in 99. This is known as the Showa series. Next is series Heisei, beginning with Return of Godzilla from 1984, being a direct sequel to Gojira from 1954, forgetting everything else in between. The next movie following Godzilla Return of Godzilla is Godzilla vs. Biollante 5 years later in 1989. Then Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah of 1991, which goes back in time, changing the timelines, so Godzilla in 1954 never happened. So now Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah is a new base for the rest of the series. Following that timeline is Godzilla vs. Mothra, or Godzilla vs. Mothra Battle from Earth, is from 1992, where Mothra flies into space at the end of the movie, carrying Godzilla's cells, which later becomes Space Godzilla. This comes into play later. 1993 saw Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, where Mechagodzilla was built from the remains of Mecha King Ghidorah at the end of Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. After they change the timeline, at the end, Godzilla gains his new red spiral ray from absorbing the soul of Rodent. Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla was next in 94, and in 1995, Godzilla vs. Destroyer created a paradox because it continues from Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, but Destroyer was created from the Oxygen Destroyer from 1954. If you remember, the first movie never happened as far as Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah is concerned. Though someone, I think it was D-Man1954 made it. He made a video about the paradox theory, but I didn't add this because it's merely a theory. Our final series is the Millennium series, starting with Godzilla 2000, forgetting everything but the original. But Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla says no way, and actually doesn't follow any timeline, being its own movie. Look at this mess you've gone and made, GMK. That's what you get for mentioning Godzilla 98. You've been paired with it and the original. Good job. Well done, idiots. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla from 2002 follows the original. Moving on, Godzilla Tokyo SOS saw the light and was a direct sequel to not only the original, but Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Friggin' fantastic. As for the Millennium series, which is Godzilla Final Wars, which is its own movie, because it deserves to be. It's that good. Our latest movie timelines have Godzilla 2014, which the timeline is yet to be added to, since Kong Skull Island, Godzilla 2, and Godzilla vs. Kong are not in theaters yet. And Godzilla Resurgence isn't following any Godzilla movies, says Toho. Not even Godzilla vs. Hedorah. What a shame. So there, all the movies in their respective timelines and series, with the Legendary and Resurgence series as well. And here is all the series as an unorganized crap branch. But thanks for watching.